Hello YouTube, I am back with another video, a sort of different type of video this time. I just want to talk about brushes. As a digital artist, I've scourged over the internet for the right type of brushes that fit my type of art style, and I've come across, or at least, narrowed down to these brush packs. So I'll briefly just go over them real quickly. So I'm going to start with the first brush that I want to talk about is Jan Ditlev's brush set. So as you can see, it was made from Photoshop, but thank God for Procreate 5. Now we can import Photoshop brushes into this art program. So yeah, that's a godsend. So the Jan Ditleve brush sets, they actually come in 3. One is the watercolor, one is the fine arts, and one is the pencil pack. Personally, I mainly use the fine arts pack, just to demonstrate real quickly. Ooh, cancel. So yeah, this brush set, as you can see, it's really texture heavy. Well, to be fair, all these brush packs are sort of texture heavy, but I especially love the canvas-esque texture for this one. I mainly use this brush, this brush set in particular, for applying onto fabric or clothing. Sometimes maybe skin too. This brush is also really nice. Yeah, basically it's just, it's a really useful brush pack, for me at least. That's also another thing I should mention. The brushes aren't gonna make you a better artist. I think that's a obligatory thing all digital artists sort of have to say when telling or saying the type of brushes one person likes. Yeah, they're not gonna make you get any better, I'm sorry. You sort of have to learn what works for you, learn how to use them, what are you gonna think you're gonna use them for, and all that stuff. And it applies for all the brushes. It's just a common universal thing. But yeah, Jan Ditleve's brush set, it's free. I think you could just Google search it and it will link you to Gumroad. I will put the link to all these brushes in the description if you are curious, because I did see a comment asking me what brushes do I use, so I think I should make a really quick video about it. Yeah, that's the first brush set, Jan Ditleve. Now the next brush set is by Griffin. He is probably one of my biggest inspirations as an artist. He does have a Photoshop equivalent, but he also made a Procreate variant of it, so he made this Procreate brush set. So yeah, that's great, because prior to getting an iPad, I've been using my Intuos 4 in Photoshop, and I've been using his brushes, and they have been very helpful. Particularly this brush, the jitter brush. I would say this is the one brush that I use in every single one of my paintings, mainly because when I'm painting, I cannot paint with just like a flat color. Like, say for like this brush, how it's just the one flat color. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. I just can't paint like this. It's like painting on butter. I don't know how to explain it. I know it's strange, but that's just me. It's the jitter brush. It's this jitter brush here, and this one as well. Well, let me zoom that in, because with every as you're making the strokes, it's already coming with different colors. So when you're like saying painting like the base color, your color palette will never get boring, because as you can see when you're color picking, you can just color pick and switch to a different color, and as you're painting, so your colors won't get like boring. There's constant variation is what I'm saying, and my art style sort of lives for that. There's also other plenty of brushes too, like say the rake, like when you're making like these sort of strokes. I've been using his brush set for like what? I feel like I've been using for like over 2 years. If you look back at my old videos, like old videos when I was using Photoshop, I've been using this, so yeah. But please don't, because my old videos sort of, they sort of suck, so refrain, please, if you can. So yeah, you go Google search this too. I think you can find this on his ArtStation. He has a YouTube channel, check him out. Support your artists, always support them. But yeah, you can see his paintings, how he uses them. I like them. His brush, yeah, his style is something that I really like because of the painterliness. If that is that a word, painterliness? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, this is free. Go ahead and get it if you choose to. And the most recent brush set that I found is this one. Now, this one was made for Procreate, so I would say this is the most effective for this program. And it's just an oil brush pack. It's by, now I'm probably gonna say this name wrong. It's ILYATYLJAKOV. It's Russian, I think. But yeah, this brush set in particular has been a godsend. It has been the answer to, oh my god, why am I always doing the wrong way? It's been the answer to most of my problems. Not all, but a good handful of them. As you can see, it's as what it says, it's oil. It's an oil brush pack, but the brushes, they mimic brush strokes so well. It's absolutely unbelievable. The feeling, the texture, like I would say that this is the most, while this may be the most recent one, I definitely think I'm going to be using this brush pack for all my future paintings. I mean, I have been using it for a more recent one too that I will show really soon, just to demonstrate how I use them. But yeah, I would say this is the most invaluable one that I found. It's not free, and I totally get that. It's, I think, $25. It was worth every penny, I would say. I would definitely recommend this if you value the painterly aesthetic in your own pieces and so forth. Reminds me of Coral Painter. Does anybody remember that art program? Does anybody still use that art program? I remember back in the day, I would try to get Coral Painter 12, like a free trial, but my computer was so jank. It was so old that just making a single stroke in that program would lag it, so I couldn't use that program. It was efficient. It was really good. I especially like its gimmick that it can mimic the traditional paints really well. I do like that, but my computer just couldn't do it. It was bleeding every time I had to run that program. So hence why I stuck mainly with Photoshop. And to be fair, Photoshop is like what, an industry standard. So yeah, so these are the 3 brush packs that I mainly use. 1, Aaron Griffin. 2 is the brush pack from ILYATYLJAKOV, and 3 is Jan Dilev's. 2 of them are free, Aaron Griffith and Jan Dilev's, and the middle one is $25, I think. But yeah, I totally recommend these brushes. They work for, well, they all work for Procreate, since you could import Photoshop brushes in there. Aaron Griffith does have a Photoshop equivalent. Jan Ditlev's brushes is made for Photoshop. The middle one is made only for Procreate, so if you don't have Procreate and don't have Photoshop, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, let me go to a piece real quick. So yeah, this piece in particular is one of my more recent pieces that I've been working on. I have been using the oil brushes recently for this, especially for like things like the hair, considering that if I want to have a more organic feeling with it, like I said, the texture and the strokes is really what I value in like a brush set, because honestly I can't deal with the flat, smooth, like clay type of brushes. And hey, it's really up to you, honestly. It's not like one size fits all type of thing. It's really up to your aesthetic. And as I said before, the brushes don't make an artist. You do have to learn how to work with what you got. But yeah, I'll end this video on a quick time lapse of this painting. And yeah, I'll end the video right there. And I'll see you in the next one. Hey YouTube, it's still me talking post-production. Yeah, I just wanted to do this video as a means to sort of steer my channel back to more art related things. Well, to be fair, most of my videos are still art related, whether I'm talking about anime or manga or webcomic. I usually try to take the time to mention the art and how I feel about the art, and I would say that's the main crux of this channel. If I'm talking about an artist, I'm trying to dissect the art that they do, and yeah, basically I just did this video as just sort of a way to get myself back on track. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I am trying to upload once or twice a week. If I'm frivolous enough, I'll do it 3 times a week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.